Hey folks, this is Decoherent and welcome back to the Council, Chapter 2. So, this series is incredibly late, and I apologize about that. Not only did I miss the release of Chapter 2, but then, once I noticed it, I had a bunch of things that conspired to keep me from playing the game until now, so it's been terrible. I apologize. I promise that I'll never again be late playing Chapter 2 of the Council after its release. But, in any case, hopefully I remember what's going on here. I've got my notes up here. So, at the end of the last episode, we had refused to get drunk with our new crazy friend Elizabeth because she was acting super sketchy and trying to, push a glass of liquor on us. And I noped on out of there, and then we were rudely awoken in the morning by having our door kicked in and promptly accused of her murder. Which is sort of funny. This happens to me all the time. I refuse to get drunk with a crazy girl, and then I'm immediately accused of her murder. It just happens. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, off we go.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Oh.
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
That's weird. Okay. So we get to equip some manuscripts here. So we have, let's see here. That one we don't have enough stuff of. Let's see here, the encyclopedia, which gives us science and logistics. Unfortunately, I don't remember what it was we were doing with these. Let's take a look here. So I have people that are vulnerable to manipulation, science, and questioning. So if I could get a point in that, logic, etiquette, let's do that one. And let's do etiquette. Sure. Why not? And let's say, oh, I already have another etiquette. Okay. I don't know. Politics. Sure, that'll be great. Okay, let's do this. All right. Well, this should be interesting. See if I can talk my way out of this one.
Last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you.
True.
When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. But an act of horrific violence occurred during the night, and I do not know if this is linked to the disappearance of Sarah.
Okay. So let's play dumb. What do you mean?
What are you getting at? What act of violence?
We found Elizabeth Adams' body in her room. She was brutally murdered, stabbed several times. I'll get straight to the point, Louis. According to the initial elements at my disposal, you were the last person to see her alive.
Yes, last night we, Do you suspect me?
I want you to tell me everything that happened last night and leave nothing out.
Uh-oh.
Tell me, how did the evening begin?
We were meeting with, the Duchess.
Duchess Hillsborough and I were returning to our rooms when Elizabeth came up to us. She was in a state of panic and insisted that she needed to speak to me. She said she feared for her life. I took my leave of the Duchess and followed Elizabeth to her room.
Continue.
She insisted we have a drink, without which she refused to confide anything.
What exactly did she want to speak about?
Let's see here. Didn't she actually say both of these? Well, the last thing that we talked about was that she thought that she'd seen my mother kind of off in the distance.
She claimed she saw my mother the previous evening on the cliff, if I remember correctly.
Interesting. I will send someone as soon as possible. But do go on.
I refused to go on drinking with her. She already seemed drunk and her conversation became confused. So then she ordered me to get out. If only I'd stayed.
Don't blame yourself, Louis. How could you have known? But thank you for this new information.
Sure.
Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed.
Okay, let's wait.
I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done.
Oh.
And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why's that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you.
Why?
You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Okay. Here, we have a moment. Can I use Devil's Thorn? Because we don't know anything about him. Okay. Oh, that's totally wrong. Okay, do you have any details about this so far?
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
Do you have any suspects?
Do you have any suspects in mind, my lord?
I spent most of the night talking with Sir Gregory and His Eminence Piaggi. So I think you can remove them from the list of suspects.
Oh.
Monsieur Bonaparte and President Washington left the party after midnight, I believe. They were tired and went up to bed.
All right, I'll go check it out.
Right. I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis. Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting.
All right.
And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
Ooh, cool. Okay, so I misused the Devil Thorn. I'd forgotten exactly how that worked. Okay, so this is suspicious. Extremely so. I am not going to rule out anyone just because they were supposedly talking to him. It's not like I trust him. And also, why is he making this big deal about trusting us? We've literally never met, as far as I know. So, yeah. Nice Ori. Okay, anyway. Well, let's chat with the people that we have available here to us. And just see what they're up to. Let's chat with Piaggi here.
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble. It's probably nothing.
Okay. Do you know why he might have been hanging out there?
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost. But I don't think he got a very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis.
Okay, anything else you can tell me?
But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru. You remember how violently he set upon Miss Adams?
I do.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
Okay. That wasn't terribly useful. I frankly don't know any of these people not enough to be able to rule out that they're just casually going to toss someone under the bus. So, everyone is still open at this point. Now, we don't actually know much about the psychology of Peru except that he's a jerk. So, this could be interesting. Okay. A key. I like keys.
Dante's Purgatory.
Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Right? Dante is some excellent bedtime reading, by the way. You know, actually, I didn't even look in here. Can I poke at any of your stuff? Don't mind me. Let's look at his art quick. Okay. That's a little weird. As is this. What is this? I don't actually recognize this. Not that I know anything about art to begin with.
Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
Alright. I'm not going to bother talking to him again. I don't think he'll have anything interesting to say yet. Books? Oh, Leviathan. Okay, what is this? Leviathan. Leviathan. Plus 1 point in politics. Oh, Thomas Hobbes. Okay, cool. I guess I did know that. Alright. Unfortunately, my education was centered mostly on the sciences, and so art and literature are a bit opaque to me. What do we have here? Oh, also very nice. Okay, I don't know who that is. A martyr of some kind, apparently. And what's over here?
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Four-letter word. I have no idea. Let's keep that in the back of our minds here, and we'll think about that. Because I don't actually know. That's interesting. Okay, we already have golden elixir full. That's fine. I don't think we need to refill our skill points at this point.
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
True. Now, does it have anything interesting? Russian ruble, where would that have popped up? Russian ruble. If I were a Russian ruble, where would I be? Oh, collector coins. Maybe? Could be. Okay, well, alright, whatever. Now, have we come across any words in here? Do we know anything about him? I honestly don't know. That's very mysterious. Let's see what our choices are here, just so I can kind of have these in my head.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
No, I'm not going to try putting in anything profane. Okay, so we have Z-A-C-E. Second letter, E-R-B-A. Third, E-S-U-I. And fourth letter, L-N-E-S. Okay, we'll think about that. We'll keep our eyes open for anything that looks like a four-letter word. But for the moment, let's go start poking around. I love rifling through people's stuff. This is going to be great. Okay, so where are we at here? So, I think we're going to start with Adam's room for sure, because we need to kind of take a look and see what's going on here. So let's head on over there. Four-letter word. Now, have I actually been in here? No. Okay. Got some good music going on. Okay. Hi.
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
Nothing special.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's not pick a fight quite yet. Let's talk about Elizabeth's death, because I still need more information, and hopefully he's got some for me.
Has anyone told you that Elizabeth was killed last night?
Yes. Rumors spread quickly.
He looks very put out.
It's horrible. How did it happen?
I can say nothing to you, sir. You'd better follow your host's instructions and stay in your quarters.
I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Alright. That wasn't even slightly suspicious. Alright, let's check this place out. Is she still in here? We saw in the beginning that she was, like, in the middle of the pentagram, but that doesn't look likely. Oh, she's over here. Uh-huh. Alright. Mildly gruesome. Alright, we're smart, we're clever, let's figure this out. And even if I'm not, I can impersonate it. So, let's check the room quick, hold on.
No space left. I'll
Okay.
retrieve it later.
Alright, let's take a look. This is going to be interesting. Let me know if you know what any of those symbols are, by the way. Mind you, I did an autopsy once, but it was in better conditions than this. Well, I assisted. Okay, so let's start with, well, let's just go top down. Let's take a look at her head.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy.
Which is bad.
Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck. Maybe mutilations.
And a moth. Okay. Let's examine her nose. I see she's bleeding out of that. That's a little weird.
She bled from the nose.
Okay. Ooh, cool. Let's observe it.
There's signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising.
That's very bizarre. And let's take a look at it. Oh no, we've already made that choice. Okay.
What a strange smell.
I was just thinking that. Let's see here. Oh. Boy, we're smart. I know that smell.
Her breath. It smells of alcohol and of laudanum. People use it to relieve pain.
Okay, interesting. So, next down, let's take a look at her upper body, which looks like it's got some extra holes in it.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
Alright. Let's take a look at them using our science skills.
The wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs. The heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, we can look at this more than once. We already made that decision. Let's take a look at these tattoos.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin.
Ah!
Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by.
What?
It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
That's not even a little weird. What? Okay. What? Okay, focus. Next up, arm.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion.
Lioness.
Couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
Yep, I recognize those cuts. Let's see here. Let's analyze the scars.
The scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life.
Oh, can we determine the meaning of the scarring?
People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control.
Okay. Anything about these tattoos? Oh, neat. Whoa. Okay.
She had the sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living god. written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor.
Or if someone else tattooed them on her arms. Linguistics locked. Crap.
Symbol of Masons? What's that doing here?
That is weird. Okay. So we've examined the scars and the tattoos. Okay. And we've looked at her arm, upper body, head. Let's take a look at her hands.
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol.
Okay, let's take a look at this symbol.
This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle.
Interesting, okay. And let's take a look at her wrists.
No marks or bruising around the wrists. Doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force.
Okay. And let's take a look at her legs.
Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs.
Crap, I don't have logic. Let's look at the tattoos quick.
More tattoos? Similar to those on the rest of her body.
Oh, sexual assault, huh? Alright.
Let's see.
Thank you for not showing
No
this.
trace of sexual assault or rape.
Alright, well that's good at least. Okay, interesting. So a bunch of stabs, none of which were particularly fatal, except for someone accidentally stabbed her harder in the heart. Okay, that's weird. That's very weird. Can I... There we go. Oh, nope, this is her again. Crap.
Girl bled to death.
Yeah, she did.
Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Assuming, of course, that's their shoes. That's a pretty big assumption. Okay, is this the murder weapon here? Okay, let's take a look at the blade.
The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh.
Okay. Boy, I wish I'd unlocked logic.
The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand.
That's interesting all by itself. Giant feet, small hand. Probably, actually, maybe not the same person.
Knocked over bottle of wine.
Yeah. Let's analyze the smell from it.
You know that smell. It's laudanum. It must have been mixed with the wine directly in the bottle.
And that's why I didn't want to drink with her. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we can't make the assumption that the same person left the boot prints as was gripping the knife blade. Oh, hi, I didn't even see you. I'll come back to you. Now, is anything different around here?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform
Let's
you
see
of
here.
some
Yep, we've already seen that. Just not sure if anything else has changed around here.
The clock stopped at 3:54.
Interesting.
If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Although, to be clear, the murder could also just have adjusted the time and then smashed the clock. You can't make assumptions like that, but it is suggestive.
Vials of laudanum.
Lots of it.
Large quantities could knock out a bull. Could Elizabeth have been drugged? If the body wounds are anything to go by, then clearly not. She put up a fierce fight. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Well, that's a bit of a stretch, but okay. Interesting. Okay, so what else do we have in here? Well, here's our pentagram.
A pentagram? What the hell's been going on here?
I agree.
Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
Okay, well, it's nice that we got a tip for a dead person.
Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
Maybe. She's over there, to be clear. Not a lot of blood over here. It would be all over the place if she'd been trying to get away or something, so I strongly suspect that everything took place right in the same spot. Okay, what's down here?
Piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear. It's a travel dress. The silk has been lightly waxed to protect it from bad weather. And I know the very woman who came up with the idea, given all the traveling she does. My mother. God help us. Why did she come here in the first place? The material appears to have undergone abnormal wear and tear. She must have been scouring the countryside, and that doesn't look good.
Okay. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay, what's over here? Oh, hello.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Let's take a look at the firearm.
A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France.
Huh.
There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
Okay.
Right. I shall have to find its owner.
So we have a pistol that suggests Peru. We have cloth that suggests mother. We have a long, narrow dagger with a small grip. The only other person I really know here that, well, has small hands is going to be Elizabeth, I think. Possibly. This is interesting. Is this door open? No. Okay. Or at least not to us. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Are these the same things?
November, 1791.
Yep. I've already seen these. We'll take a look at them again quick, but...
August 24th, 17.
Okay.
June 11th.
Yep. Okay.
A notebook written in Elizabeth's handwriting.
Yeah.
It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Okay. Well, we can figure this out. We're smart.
It's medieval Latin. Well, enough to translate a bit.
And?
He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing.
You mean me? I am nice guy. Okay. Anything else in here? What's this?
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
Yeah. Over by the clock. Interesting. Okay, let's chat with the servant here. We know a little bit about them. We know they're easy to manipulate, and they're easily cowed by our vast scientific knowledge.
Has Sir finished with this room?
Who made such a mess of this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sir finished with this room?
No. I
hold
haven't
on, let's
gone
take a
over
look.
everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
Thank you. How thoughtful. Okay, have I missed anything? So we've seen basically everything in here.
No space left. I'll retrieve it.
Okay. Actually, we have golden elixir. Let's just use it. Oh no, we don't need golden elixir. That's for removing negative effects. Okay, well I think I've seen everything in here. This is very interesting. So I want to follow up on the pistol. I don't think there's anything we can do about the cloth. Now, by the way, the Liberator of France, I expect that to be Peru and not Napoleon. But that's just my suspicion. Although he doesn't seem like the kind to run around with an unloaded gun. And the mystery cloth. Okay. So this really doesn't, frankly, narrow it down at all. Okay, well, let's head back out.
Has Sir finished with this room?
I have indeed, thank you.
I know enough now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Thank you. Very well. Okay. Well, that was enlightening. I mean, it wasn't enlightening, but it was interesting. So where would we go to next? We could go poke around Bonaparte's room. And it would be interesting to poke around our room as well. It certainly wouldn't be the first time that someone has done something clever like planting evidence. So let's head over this direction. But I think that we're going to poke at Napoleon first. Now, oh yeah, George Washington's room. That's right here. You know what? Let's actually go ahead and let's take a break. When we come back, we'll poke around George Washington's room and see if he's actually a dastardly murderer. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.